Episode of the Everblack Podcast is brought to you by Death Wish Hot Rods and Customs. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup.
Hey, this is Trevor Sternad from the Black Dahlia Murder here, and you're listening to the Everblack Podcast.
Hey, human skull, this is odorous from Guam.
Going to the Fear Factory.
This is George Corshrunder Fisher.
This is Gas from Devil Drop.
This is Wade from Our Last Enemy.
The Magnificent Suicidal Tendencies.
Hey, this is Wednesday 13.
This is
Rex from Club Devil Hill.
This is
Gary Big from Sepultura. You're listening to Everblack Podcast.
Thanks for joining us on the show. Of course, wizards, spacemen joining forces, the heroes we need for these dark times. But first, cold ones. Tim from Astrodeath and Chris from Mountain Wizard Death Cult. Thank you very much, boys. Monday night hangs.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, Nev.
No worries. No worries. Well, of course, I've never done a double band interview before.
Ooh.
This is like a first. This is like but both of you got a bunch of great stuff coming up. You've really killing it right now. Of course, you got this split 7-inch Wretched Invasion, which comes out on Wednesday, which by the time this is, it'll be now. So it'll be available and we'll have all the links. But man, I've heard it. I've been lucky and it fucking crushes.
Cheers, bro.
Fuck yeah. Cheers, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. No, it's really, really good. So where did the idea to cross the streams, to crossover come from? Where did that come from?
I don't know. Where'd it come from?
Well, I reckon pretty much. I know like ages ago, so bit of Astro Wizard history. We played our first gig, like our second gig in Sydney with Timmy and Yoshi at Crowbar. So it was us, Astrodeath and Mammoth and Master Leonard, like by a different name back then. And that was when we first started off and we were like, fuck me, like these dudes sound massive, like second show in. And like, yeah, this is legit. And then we ended up, I guess, playing, shows here and there with the boys and, getting along real well and becoming real good mates and always talked about, doing a tour, doing a run or doing a split or something like that.
We planned to like hazard Japan tour as well that didn't quite eventuate.
Yep.
Oh
yeah, exactly. We've had a crack in the past.
Oh man, when was that meant to happen?
Oh, it was just a pipe dream, bro. It was financially not viable, and just it's maybe a plan for 4 or 5 years down the track, something.
It could still happen. But this was in 2019, right? Something like 2019. And then so we've always in the back of our minds thought, it'd be sick to just, do a tour and do a release together. And then when we started getting ready for this year, Christian from Beats was like, what are you guys doing? And we started having plans together and the Astro Boys are doing their thing. And then we realized, hey, why don't we just do a split and run out together? Here we are. Wretched Invasion.
Powers. I love it. It's awesome. But here's the thing is, both tracks are very different. Like Invasion's very melodic and Wretch is dirty and brutal, but they complement each other in a weird way. It's like two sides of the same coin. You know what I mean? Like, is that something that you set out to achieve, you had in mind?
Nah, man, we hadn't heard each other's songs until they were finished, so we just kind of jammed together. I think like the fact that our bands are like so different. They're different in a lot of ways. They're similar in a lot of ways as well. But I think it just like when we do gigs, it's not like sometimes if you have a bill where all the bands sound quite similar, you just kind of get a bit ear tired of it. I think that's why like it's kind of cool doing stuff with the Wizzies because we have that kind of contrast,
Yeah.
And I think that's cool on a split as well.
Absolutely. And the physical copy of it, I've seen the pictures. It looks incredible.
That's all JJ.
Yeah, it's all JJ, man. JJ's JJ's our vocalist, who's also like a very talented like graphic designer and like kind of artist in his own right. And so he does pretty much everything for us. And so when it came time to design, he knew exactly what it needed and knocked it out of the park, man. I was stoked.
Have you got your copies? Have you given it a spin? Have you given it a spin yet?
Test pressing. That's it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do you get it?
It's in the mail. So we Matthias or Matthias, I actually don't know how you pronounce his name because we've only met him on Facebook.
Yeah.
But from Tough Cut, he sent us some photos of him mailing them out, so they'll be dropping soon.
So hurry the fuck up, Australia Post. Fuck.
Man, they Australia Post did a dirty on Astrodeath. Hey, we got a box of records, which is like potentially the last box of Astrodeath albums in the world of our first record.
Yeah.
And they came soaked through, completely wet. Brutal.
Did they was there insurance? Did they
Well, they've come from France, so we're waiting to hear on that end. But the Australia Post put it in another plastic bag with a sticker that said, "We got it this way." Australia Post received the package in this condition, so they're handing up it. Yeah,
It's like a government institute version of it was like that when we got here.
Yeah. Don't know anything about it. Yeah,
it's true. Like I know mates that have had like vinyls and stuff where it's like it says the sticker says "do not bend," and they've just gone put it into the mailbox, and they're like, "Oh shit, that was a super rare record. I guess it's not anymore." They're so loose. I deal with them every day. They're just cowboys, mate. They just no fucks. But let's hope that they come good on and sort that out for you.
hopefully, see what happens.
Yeah.
It's just it's on the list of heartbreaking things that have happened in the last month or so.
Oh man,
we're just rolling with it. It's all good.
It's saying that. Are you guys? I mean, it's a shitty situation, but I mean, are you guys doing okay? Are you all right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. All good. We're still, I guess, the lucky ones. Like things are pretty good in this country, and we squeezed a tour in there earlier, so we kind of feel lucky that we did that.
Absolutely. It was good. It's funny. I leading up to this, Nev, I was saying to the guys, like, I've always been mentally prepared, regardless of what our plans were, that they may fall through. Pretty much last year on our last release, we were first starting to head out interstate and do other shows. And then day of the release, bang, same kind of scenario. So that's just how it is at the moment, man. You just got to, roll with the punches, roll the dice, and keep chugging along. People want music, we want to play. And that's not going to change, regardless of what's going on, man. So
that's it.
Fuck it. May as well get into it.
Exactly. I mean, I know that the tour has been postponed till later in the year, but mate, like so many people I know are keen for it. It's going to be fucking incredible. You guys must. I mean, I'm sure you played, show as you mentioned before, shows together, and you're like a brother band. Is that what you say? Do you remember the point when you guys became like best pals bands?
I reckon it was at that first show. At first we were like, we'd never met any of the other bands. It was like a last minute show. I think someone who had a gig pulled out, and they were like, "Oh, you guys do it." And it was early in Astrodeath as well. Yeah. And we were all just a bit like, we'll go play this, 400 cap room to maybe 50 people. But we were all stoked to be there because it's so early in our career. We're like, yeah, we'll play Crowbar. Sick. That's mad. And I guess, I don't know, I guess we were all a bit maybe intimidated by each other when we were playing because we didn't know. But then, we had some beers and had a grip of time, and the rest is history.
Absolutely. I'd say that, and probably the second Rituals he played up at Katoomba with you guys, which was the last one before the first lockdowns. That was an insane night. That was very good. Very good. That was probably capacity at the time for what that room was. It would be like 150, 200 people or whatever. Yeah. They went hard on the production as well. And it was just an insane night. It's one of those nights. Everyone's played a great show, just lots of energy in the room. And we definitely party that night.
We all got like the promoter from that gig, Max Steele, who's a legend, also is a barber, and his shop is right next to the venue. So we kind of all got beard trims, and I got a mohawk. And before the show, we had some beers and free haircuts and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was good bonding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the most memorable one you guys have played together?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah.
I reckon, as far as just like if I go through the timeline in my mind of all the events that happened, absolutely. There's
some things that happened, yeah.
Who drinks the most out of Astrodeath or who's the worst? Who's the biggest booze pounds?
It depends what time period you're talking. I'm pretty much sober these days, but I wasn't. I very much wasn't sober for a long time as well.
Yeah, it depends. It does depend what time period. Collectively, it's not really fair though, because we have 4 members. So if you divided us by 2, we would still win, I reckon, for sure.
I think Lockie from the Wizzies might get more drunk than any other person, though, potentially.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think Lockie would win for sure.
So that poses the question that we were talking about was what's the best beer?
Oh,
is that what we were talking about in the chat? We were like, or was it something about nuclear?
No, you're like if like Doom or like Sludge could be a beer, what beer would it be?
That's the
one. And I'm like, it definitely be like, I don't know, some kind of like heavy stout, something that's like a smoked porter or some shit, something that you can brand with weed in some fucking way and still have it heavy is what I would say. And Timmy said, what'd you say, Timmy? Like Chernobyl or some shit?
Yeah, I said like it'd be like a rivet from Audi, but brewed like in Chernobyl, like in the reactor core.
So it would glow in the dark and you'd be able to cut through it like a steak.
And your insides just instantly just disintegrate after drinking.
It'd be worth it though. Be good. Hey, there's an idea. Yeah. There's an idea. Yeah.
Did you see that show, the Chernobyl series, short series?
Every time I go to watch it, I'm like, I don't know. I've got to be I just hear it's super bleak and super depressing. So I've got to.
It's so heavy, man. Like, yeah, it's like horrific, like a horror movie, but it actually happened.
Man, I don't know. I've got to be prepared for it, eh?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where it's just like, oh, the day you go about your day and you're just thinking about that shit. I can't remember the last thing I was like that with. I don't know, some weird David Lynch shit. But yeah, in regards to the tracks, I mean, I know Astrodeath have been, pushing forward to this volume 2. What's how are you guys going with that?
We had just about finished, man. We're trying to get the last little bit of vocals done. I think we got one song, and then I might do some extra screams or some doubling of some stuff. But it's pretty much in the bag. Yeah, it's a few little add-ons, but yeah, it's all there.
Is it a bit of a taste of what's to come?
The next single?
Yeah. So Invasion, how's that fit in with it?
Yeah, I mean it's all in the same kind of vein, really. Like we do it all at once. So one full record usually. All the songs are fairly similar, and we got the second comic coming out. I don't know. Did you get a comic last time I saw you?
No, I need one.
Oh,
I've got to get one.
I did promise you one. Anyway, we'll sort that out. The new comic is excellent, and yeah, we're excited about it all, man.
I'm excited. I need the comics. And I think I said last time we need some action figures.
Oh yeah,
fucking
that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, man, let's do it. Everyone's got 3D printers these days. Hook us up. And of course, Chris, how's it going with everything with Mountain Wizard? Like you got the single coming out, but are you writing at the moment, or are you recording for an album, or what's going on?
Absolutely, man. So we've got obviously Wretch is coming out, and that's going to be on the Split. And then we've just been tracking away, working on tunes with the idea of the vision for it to be a full length, and
Yep.
we've got majority of the music recorded. All the bones there. Most of the vocals pretty much demoed. It's just kind of going in, doing vocals, and then kind of deciding, I suppose, how long we want it to be. You know, what we want to add, track wise, and then that's it. So the end is in sight, man. That's for sure. So we're keen, very keen, and there should be an absolute ride.
Has it got a title yet?
No title. No, not that titles tend to come pretty late in the game for us, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're not a name first type of band. I know some people, they'll have like, you know, the name of the thing, like from like the first riff, and then everything comes off that.
Yeah.
We're more like like this track Wretch, for example. The working title for that for ages was Zinger, because, you know, we're eating Zinger burgers. And it just stuck for ages. Yeah. So we tend to have working titles for things until they're at the point where they're kind of almost complete, and then at that stage is when lyrics get written, and then kind of actually think about what was going on, and then the name comes.
That's awesome.
We just don't name our records. We just got self-titled and volume 2.
But
Not really names.
No, but that works. You know, you can tie, because it can tie all together. You know what I mean? You got the, you know.
Yeah, 3 will be next, and 4, and.
Is that how it's gonna roll?
We're actually thinking the next album. We might do something different. I've kind of hit a wall with lyrical content about aliens, so we think we might. I don't know. We might our protagonist might head off into space and have a bit of a like inward, you know, spiritual journey, or something a bit different that doesn't involve aliens and stuff like that. Well, there might be, I don't know, there's probably going to be a few aliens, but we just tell some different stories, you know.
I've fallen down the fucking rabbit hole with all that shit at the moment, like podcasting and like, crazy, like tinfoil hat, aliens and interdimensional beings, and how it ties into like the occult and all this weird shit. I'm no flat earther type person, but man, like I've fallen down into that rabbit hole. Do you guys draw from any of that? Or am I just
yeah, I mean, not really. Like I try and I guess so, you know, like who's that dude that is always talking about the reptilians?
David Icke.
David Icke, yeah. Like I've listened to him, and I just kind of they're all a bit wacky, you know. Like I kind of don't trust them.
No, it's hilarious.
I'm in the fiction realm, you know, but
yeah.
Like I've got a good imagination. Like you know, I hope that aliens exist. I really do.
Same. I think it's likely.
I reckon they do. Do you reckon the Queen's a reptile? You know, she's a little big lizard person.
She's got some longevity on her. Like how old is she? We'll see what happens.
She doesn't look a day older than 752, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
You're still a baby.
Yeah. She's still just hatching. But what the fuck am I even talking about? Let's have more beers. Well, of course, I mean, you're hitting the road, as we mentioned, later in the year. And you're going to be playing the Aftermath Touring Festival, which is also really, really fucking good. Shout out to Christian. I keep pointing out to nowhere, and I don't know, but if he's there, there he is. He's somewhere. But shout out to him and all the hard work he's been putting in. You know, Christian from Moe's, Beats Cartel, legend. But
he's been getting smashed, man. He's been doing, you know, for every tour he organises, he has to do it, you know, the second and third time. So he's doing that, and obviously struggling through the restrictions at Moe's, and you know, all of his work is a lot harder in the last couple of years. So yeah, massive shout out. But the lineups for Aftermath are all looking amazing. It's cool. It's a cool run. So looking forward to it.
I don't have the updated dates here in front of me, but I know that Gold Coast and Brisbane are in there as well?
I'm going to pull them up right now if you want.
Do it.
Up, Timmy. Get them up.
I won't go through them all, but yeah, I mean, the Gold Coast, Brisbane, 27th, 28th, 27th, Brisbane, 28th, Goldie. So, see you at that one, Nev.
I will be there.
But yeah, we're going to some place we've never been. We're going to Perth, which is, a long walk, or raise a scooter.
I dare you. I double dare you guys to do it with like a cart, like those little tray carts that you get from Kmart for the beach.
Three quads and 3 amps and a drum kit.
No, but you guys haven't played Perth, both bands.
No, it's so it's just been a bit of a gamble financially. And we're always willing to kind of have a crack, but if you're spending $1,500 to go play a gig, you want to make it at least a few people there. We probably still won't make any money, but like you want to go there for a reason, And before we had Christian on board, we thought about it, but we don't know people there. We're finding it hard to kind of work out what to do. But with Christian on board, he's able to set it up for us, and
awesome,
make it viable.
Well, I think it will be really good because I mean, both bands have really made a name for yourselves around the country. I mean, everybody loves it. I see it through my newsfeed every day. One of the bands, like it'll be, which must be an awesome feeling for both of you guys, knowing that you're getting that support even through these really, heavy times.
Yeah, man, it's exciting for us. Like when me and Yoshi started, we just kind of wanted to make some music for ourselves, and we were pretty blown away that people actually wanted to listen to it. So it's all gravy. Hey, every person that says they're into what we do, we get pretty happy about.
Same vibe over here, man. Absolutely. Like I don't know if like all of us, and like especially JJ as well, he's been in like multiple bands and we've done different stuff, and it's always been a bit weird, especially our bass players. Like most obscure thing he's done, it's probably gone the best out of any of like the projects he's like had a crack at. And yeah, especially with, as always doing like sludge and atmospheric stuff, it's pretty niche. And yeah, it's just sick that people respond to it and like what we do. Try to be true to ourselves. So yeah, it's mad.
I'm seeing it. There's a big change happening in the scene right now. I can see it, with a lot of bands, emerging, and both you guys seem to be really at the forefront of all that. So I'm stoked. You're both really cool guys, and you got the support of so many people. So it's fucking awesome. So keep charging forward, boys. That's all you can do. But you're going to go a long way with it.
Thanks, Nev. We appreciate your support, man.
Thanks, bro.
That's all right. Hey, it's how it is, though. It's how I see it. So, of course, one thing I want to know before Zoom's telling me that I'm running out of time and they want me to upgrade, but no, I'm not going to do that. So they're getting enough money out of me. Yeah, fuck you, Zoom. Don't kick us off, please, Zoom. Please. I got 5 kids to feed. So, is there any chance of a Astro Wizard Mega Jam on this tour? Like some kind of crossing streams?
We do talk about that as well. We've done that once. We have done it. That was also a memorable gig.
That was actually, we should have said that one. That probably actually was the most memorable, but so memorable I forgot to fucking talk about it.
They're all pretty good.
That was good.
We for a couple of singles ago, the boys jumped in. We played a couple of shows at the Vanguard 2 nights in a row. And we did a cover of Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
A bit of Blue Oyster Cult, a bit of Fu Manchu, a lot of Astro Wizard.
Yep.
Yeah. Fully we had a little rehearsal, but it was pretty off the cuff.
It was very off the cuff. It was a lot of fun though. Even the rehearsal was a lot of fun. It was one of those things where you had the first kind of playthrough, you're like, oh, I don't know about this, and then by the end of it, everyone's just cheered up, like, yeah, we're gonna smash it.
That's awesome.
It was sick. It was sick to like end the night as well. Like, yeah, exactly. Just everyone come together to jam. Like I know we have a track that we kind of end our set on that we haven't released yet, that we've always talked about getting the guys up just to play a couple drums on. It's like a real big kind of like climactic point where you could have like kind of marching drum kind of vibes.
Yeah.
So we'd like to do that. That's what we actually, I don't even think I've spoken to Tim about it yet, but we planned on telling them to asking them.
I've already mapped my bongos, man. So
he's already got his congas in the boot, in the back of the laptop.
On the back of the Razor scooter. Mate, that is awesome. You guys have to do that up here on the tour.
Yep.
Promise me now. Promise. Make the pact that it's going to happen.
Lock it in. You should probably jump up on a drum as well, Nev.
Yeah, go in, Nev.
You don't want to hear me drum, mate. You'll be like, it'll be all out of time. What else you guys got coming up in the meantime? You know, new merch and stuff like that. Maybe a crossover merch. Sure.
Oh, crossover merch. We hadn't talked about crossover merch. I know Astro Boys have got plenty of merch coming up. We got some hoodies.
Yeah.
Some long sleeves. The long sleeves are dope.
We think it's our best merch yet. We got a hoodie with a print on the hood.
Whoa.
Really?
A little snake head on the hood, yeah.
Oh, that's
Pretty
tasty.
dope.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cop a long sleeve for sure. I'm all about the long sleeves.
We got some merch.
That's awesome. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, this has gone crazy. It's gone crazy. It's 9 o'clock. But of course, boys, it's been awesome hanging with you. We're gonna have all the links down here. Of course, the split single Wretched Invasion is out now. Well, I'll say now because when this goes up, it'll be out now. We'll have all the links. It'll be all live. Everyone can go get it, crank it, turn it up loud. Boys, thank you so much. It's been it's cool. Hanging.
Cheers,
You're
Nev.
a legend, Nev.
Thanks
Love
for
you, bro.
having me. Big love, dude.